time. So it's a truly balanced device. Another great thing is you get all the plugins. Not only do you have a plugin for the 3.5 millimeter, but you also have a plugin for the proprietary Sony 4.4 Pentacon. You also have the standard just 3.5 millimeter jack plugin, which everybody has on pretty much any device. And yeah, and it also has the 2.5 millimeter plugin. So literally you have three plugins on the back of this thing, which is super impressive, as well as running a micro USB-C, or well, it's just USB-C, not micro, but USB-C, which makes it great for all the latest and greatest, non-Android or non-Apple devices, because Apple runs Lightning, everything Android, and pretty much everything else on this earth runs USB-C. So it's kind of great to have the newer technology in regards to USB-C. But back to this. Those are the plugins. As far as the interface, well, my laptop just cut on. That's kind of odd. But as far as the interface, it's an Android-based interface. So you can download the latest forms of Android. You can run Rune. You can run Spotify. You can pretty much run whatever you want on this device. Yeah, this thing is great. And it also has the ability to be upgraded as well. So just a great device. Honestly, this gets my 110% recommendation on this. I'm absolutely loving it. The device in the meantime that I purchased that I will be sending back is the Cord Mojo. It just did not meet the level of quality I wanted in the device. It's funny how your ears change. From 2 years ago, I thought this thing was the best sounding thing in the world. And no, it's not anymore. Matter of fact, I have another device that I actually love a lot better than Cord Mojo, just to do a fair comparison. So I have a couple, other DACs or digital audio converters, and this is my favorite out of all of them except for this, which is because it has a display screen. It sounds the way I want. It's just a really great device. But this thing right here, this is the Centrance DAC Portable. I actually had numerous times to speak with Michael Gooding, who's actually the CEO of the company. We've had great phone conversations. Got a chance to meet him one time at Rocky Mountain Audio Fest years ago. I think it was, or I can't remember where I met him, but we spoke plenty of times. Plus, it's kind of weird when you call this company, you actually speak directly to the CEO instead of a lot of times the people who are essentially serving under him and doing building the devices. A lot of this stuff is actually built in the U.S. So if you're one of those purists, like I don't want Chi-Fi or anything like that, not anything derogatory, Chi-Fi, Chinese fidelity. But if you want something that's homegrown in the U.S. and something that sounds amazing, this is shrimp and grits right here, folks. That's what this is. This is fancy boy stuff. The best way I can describe these two different things are, this is going to a fine dining restaurant. It's like that little food that you get. It's very pretty. You have like a bite of it and it's gone. And it's meant for you to go on a date and speak to your wife, or if it's your girlfriend, and enjoy speaking to her, sitting across from her. It's more, that ambiance of, enjoying yourself, but you're not really getting a whole lot out of it. You're getting the atmosphere, which is the articulation and how nuanced and audiophile it sounds, but there's not a ton of depth. This thing right here, this is Southern cooking. This thing right here, which is really weird because a lot of people say Centrance sound is very neutral and it doesn't add anything. I would have to disagree. It adds a level of depth. I won't say it adds warmth. So I guess in that aspect, they are true when it comes to it doesn't really add anything, but it does add a level of depth, and you get exactly what the artist wanted you to hear, and it's non-fatiguing. And this thing can not only run full-size headphones, it can also run IEMs with no hiss, which is quite impressive. If you're looking for just a standalone DAC that you can connect to your computer, this is what you want to get. Don't get the Cord Mojo, get this. But if you want an all-in-one that has everything, you want the Fiio M11 Pro. That about ends it for my video, kind of speaking about the things that I was into as far as my Fiio M11 Pro, speaking about it and how I enjoyed it. If I come off slightly incoherent, it's been a long night. I just got out of choir practice, but one of these things is I really wanted to kind of, hopefully you guys enjoy this journey with me. I don't know if I'll ever become big. I don't foresee myself becoming big, but what I do honestly expect is to just be honest. I'm not paid by anybody. This is my money that I go to work for every day. Well, at least Monday through Friday. I pay my hard-earned money just like you guys do, and sometimes people need a bit of honesty when it comes to this whole audiophile thing. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors that nobody really told me about when I got into this hobby. There's a lot of people selling you fake dreams. There's a lot of people lying about certain things, and I think sometimes you need an amateur to kind of bring things to reality and speak the truth. I hope that I get better. Obviously, this is me doing this for the first time and learning, I don't know about voice cadence. I'm not really a public speaker except for at work. So I'm probably trash compared to everybody you've seen on the internet. But what I will be is honest. I won't lie to you. I'll always tell the truth. Even if it's another company may get pissed off at me or don't listen to that guy, he's an amateur. You're exactly right. I am an amateur. I don't know much about anything, but what I do know is sound. I've loved music since I've been a kid. I didn't grow up in the best of neighborhoods, and a lot of times video games and music was my only escape. It's all I had. So I gotta be honest about everything that I listen to. Not only the things I listen to, but the devices that I listen to, and if it's good, if it's trash, if it's worth it, you will 100% know that from me. So thank you for joining me on this journey.